All right, folks, Bob, domestic news, theater of the absurd. You don't know what you're reading is real or not real because what you read on the front pages is not the same thing you read in the middle pages. Economy doing well, not doing well, but we are definitely talking up the economy. I mean, we have no, like this economic time. PM Modi's clarion call. This is his 11th year, remember, right? This is the 11th year. It's not as if he's just come, right? He says, I promise to facilitate you. You must promise to innovate. But there is no money in R&D in any company or in the budget. Where talk is cheap. I promise stable policy regime. You must promise positive disruption. What does this mean, right? I promise reform. You must promise to perform. With ED, IT, everybody running after you with an unhealthy GST system, with absolute no peace anywhere in this country, you expect us to perform, right? He wants to do nothing. He just promises to reform. Reform only for the rich, right? I promise high growth, you must promise high quality. And none of that. I mean, talk is really, really cheap, right? And he says a lift-off decade for India. He said the same thing when he first came. Lift-off decade. But he just wants lift-off. Lift-off to where? You tell me, because you have this. MP farmer tries to stop illegal mining on his land killed. This is in Madhya Pradesh. 5 rape murder cases a week reported during 1722 study. At 280, UP had most of the 1551 cases. Under 2/3 saw conviction. So here we have it. I mean, this is take off as a rape country, maybe. UP government faces flack after BHU rape accused released on bail. I believe one of the ideologues of the RSS actually thinks rape is a tool that can be used to suppress, right? BJP and then Manipur, Kashmir, Chhattisgarh, all in turmoil. BJP leaders house torched in fresh unrest in Manipur. Kuki stage rally seeking separate admin. BJP leaders house set blaze. 2 killed as Manipur rebels open fire. Drop explosive from drones. Guys, drones. Drones I thought were being used in between Russia and Ukraine. Now they're also being used in Manipur. For God's sake, man. Central forces must to deal with drone attacks, Manipur DGP. Relapse of violence in Manipur is troubling. Of course it's troubling. And then this is the part one that I'm finding completely disturbing. Why? 9 Maoists killed in Dantewada encounter. Okay. Why do I say this is troublesome? 6 women among 9 Maoists killed in Bastar. Okay. And when you look at that, right, and you say to yourself, and you see the figures that have suddenly cropped up, which is to show us the killings of these forces, as there are 158 deaths already since BJP came to power. And in the 5 years of the Congress in Chhattisgarh, barely, the figure was as 150. Now, since Maoists have suddenly cropped up, no, they haven't. This is bulldozer Raj, this is the bullet Raj. The idea is to clear the forests of these guys, call everybody Maoists, and clean it up for the corporate mining community. So in all this, how can you have this? Modi asked ministers to beat false narrative. What's the false narrative? The deaths, Manipur, the rapes. Because at the end of the day, what's worrying him is the Jati Jat Ghatna. And RSS also all of a sudden can't figure this out, right? RSS backs caste census for welfare, says don't politicize. How can this not be politicized? I mean, sometimes Bhagwat also caught in his own trap, right? We are losing count, as Shankar Raghuraman writes. Too much depends on census to put it off any longer. There's been no census in this. I mean, it's supposed to be every 10 years. And these guys just don't do it. What are they hiding from? New towns are identified. Welfare scheme converges on estimates. Delimitation is stalled. Now, the reason for this delay, folks, is very apparent. They really don't want to tell you that the lies that they've been spreading about the Muslims getting out of control in terms of population will be found to be false. No population census in the dark without vital data. The census is not limited to being mere population count. It includes a wide range of crucial, locational, familial, and individual information which they all don't want, right? And the reason why they're so worried, and here they're swinging in the dark, punches are landing nowhere. Amit Shah has turned out to be hardly a Chanakya Nippup, and Modi's 56-inch, I don't know what, right? From inept Pappu to Khatakhat Neta, Rahul's making a comeback. And this is Chetan Bhagat, and he was questioned, right? In India today, by nothing, no other than the Bhakt, Rahul Kanwar, Guthi man, right? And he was pretty brave and told him that this is the truth, right? Focus is on ramping up physical, digital and social infrastructure, says Vaishnav. I don't think he knows anything of this because social infrastructure is in turmoil when you're going after the Muslims, you're pissing on the Dalits, right? It's totally out of control, right? Physical infrastructure is like this. PM Modi in Brunei visits Omar Ali Saifuddin Mosque. There he visits a mosque. He visits the mosque in the Middle East, but in India, they're breaking them down. Unite or be prepared for Bangladesh-like violences, Yogi. He says, batenge to katenge. This is, you're going to Brunei on one side. You're going and bum chumming with the sheikhs of the Middle East. But in India, but this is not going to work. It's especially not going to work because of Bangladesh. It's not going to work because of Maldives. And then what you're doing in Brunei, Malaysia is going to come up, not right. 2 FIRs registered against BJP MLA over hate speech. And this is what's going to happen. Collateral damage. Teen mistaken for cattle smuggler chased and killed. And this poor fellow, his name is Aryan Mishra. Brahmin no less. And the father says, how can the law be, these people be a law unto themselves? And why he loves physical infrastructure which is going nowhere, bridges to nowhere, with over a dozen bridges collapsing in 10 weeks in Bihar and many teetering precariously. Even daily commute has become hazardous. I'm so scared to travel on railways now because of this Vaishnav fellow. Because all he's concerned is at 28.6 thousand crore government to set up 12 industrial cities. Idea is 10%, 20%, 30% for the BJP. That's where the corruption is. That's why they want physical infrastructure. And that's why the physical infrastructure is such poor quality. Because there is humongous amounts of corruption there. Modi flags of 3 Vande Bharat trains Lord's Railways progress. Railways progress to nowhere. You have had 12 derailments. No money is being spent on track upgrading. How are these Vande Bharats going to run? Pray, folks, all you bucks, get up and find out and tell me, right? And then you have this, the structure, the quality of your BJP infrastructure is this. I apologize to Shivaji, says Modi in Maharashtra amid outrage over fallen statue in 6 months. And a statue that he really didn't need to go and inaugurate, which he did. But what does the BJP get up? BJP comes up and says, BJP demands Rahul's penance for Nehru's insult to Shivaji. Everybody, including Vajpayee, which was their tallest leader, are pygmies concerned in relation to Nehru. Wherever they go, when they Poland, Nehru comes up. You go to Ukraine, Nehru comes up. You go to Malaysia, Nehru comes up. You go to probably Brunei, Nehru comes up. You go to Egypt, Nehru comes up. How are you going to escape Nehru? I don't figure this out. And this is our biggest problem, where FDI, because of this, is really not going to speed up trials of crime on women. PM to courts. He's been in power for 10 years. India has become the rape country of the world. And he says this every time. District Judiciary backbone of rule of law, CGI Chandrachud, do something about it, right? 5 students held for attacking Dalit classmate with dagger. Yeah. Time to remind citizens that we exist for them, CGI Chandrachud. Absolutely. Justice with empathy, fairness, compassion will define judiciary. And this, folks, like the Bullet Raj in Chhattisgarh, is what the fear is all about, created in BJP states, right? Whether it's UP, whether it's Rajasthan, whether it's Madhya Pradesh. Bulldozer justice can't go on. SC's warning to states. Band sparks clashes on streets of Kolkata. Mamta pitches for death penalty. She's got this thing through, but I think this is unhealthy. PM urges states to ensure women's safety on Friday. What does he mean, man? He's been in power for 10 years. He's not done anything. They used Nirbhaya to dislodge the government, right? But they've done nothing, right? Dismayed, horrified by Kolkata hospital rape murder, says president. Here's another downgrading of a institution, the topmost institution, the president's institution. She said nothing about Manipur. She said nothing about these two Dalits in Farrukhabad. She said nothing about when people were peeing on Dalits. She said nothing about the two girls who were raped in young baby girls raped in Maharashtra. Why? Because they were all BJP Sarkar. But that's not a president. You're a president for the entire country, right? Two Dalit girls found hanging from a tree in Farrukhabad. And you have this. SC questions fairness of ED, CBI probe gives Kavita bail. So ED is really, and then they come up with bail rule, jail exception, even in PMLA cases, stresses Supreme Court. Thanks God for that. Bail is rule, jail exception, even in PMLA cases, that's Supreme Court, about time. And like I said, you keep talking about the economy, but the reality is here. India's Q1 GDP growth below estimates at 6.7, which I believe is also a bit fudged, right? Best is yet to come for fintech. He says best. So fintech is going to be the disaster of like the savings and loans crisis in the United States. Believe me, right? And while he's saying that, guess what the RBI had to say? RBI for balancing fintech innovation with prudence. And he's saying fintech is way to go, right? Business activity slips in August as manufacturing eases. So you don't know what to believe, right? Q1 growth seen in slow-mo on manufacturing, slump, lower government spend amid polls. And you have, this is the reality, India needs 148 million more jobs by 2030, right? And then this guy writes, Rajiv Anatharam, and this is the reality. Why so down private investment? So private investment is going nowhere. And then what about inflation? We keep saying it's come down, but the essence of India's inflation, as Pulpare Balakrishnan writes, the rising price of food lies at the core of India's inflation, and that's not coming down, right? And then you have this, India Inc. feels the pinch as demand slows down, earning downgrades and Q1 highest since June 20th. And this is going to continue because globally demand is slowing down, okay? And nobody sees this small little article. Need to address the 4 trillion financing gaps in Singapore. Do you know, guys, we have a 4 trillion financing gap. Do you know that? While you all look at a rocket of the stock market, which is delusional. Right? And Arvind Panagria writes the right thing. India's manufacturing problem. He says, why is manufacturing not taking off? Most capital in heavy industry, most labor in agri and SME, stringent labor laws, no skill upgrade for workers, ignoring light manufacturing. Preoccupation with high-tech and capital-intensive industries has hardwired our businessmen, policymakers and bureaucrats to instinctively favor these industries. And to top that all, you have just one or two people being favored, right? CA cautions against fin market swaying policy macro outlook. Finally, people are beginning to see what's happening in the stock market. But you got to worry about this. What about this, folks? Congress questions ICICI's no salary to book claim, asks why retrial benefit not uniform. So this book lady is getting a salary while she's working for the government. And that's insane, isn't it? At end of IIT B placement, only 75% get jobs. Lowest paid down to 4 lakh per year. IMA PGPX top salary at 6-year low at 54.8 lakhs, but median. So fewer students than last year get placed. This is reality, folks, even at the upper end. Moody's Fitch flag concerns about job private investment. They can keep talking up your growth, but this is the real issue. Government may revive plans to divest fertilizer PSUs, and this will be the biggest disaster for India's agriculture, including the uneducated or lack of knowledgeable Home Minister tackling agriculture and promoting organic agriculture, having seen what happens in Sri Lanka, right? Adani Port acquires 80% stake in Dubai's Astro Shipping for 185 million. I would be happy about this, except I think it's corrupt and convoluted. Poll dampener economy grows 6.7% in June quarter, and it's going to keep doing that. And this is where our people are running, right? With hundreds stranded in Sao Paulo, India to broach topic with Brazil minister. So we've got these people running away from this country in plane loads. Now you are finding them in Brazil, in Mexico, all over the world, and fighting in Russia, right? And the whole problem is this. Be a guru to someone. When you can see the whole world through the eyes of the master, it is a sign that you have come to the divine. Now this, folks, is India's biggest downfall, is the guru culture. There is nothing called gurus anymore. No guru, whether it be this Shri or whether it be that other fellow. There are no gurus. Learn up to get up and question everything. Till you question, you will not find the answers and you will just be a blind puck. 3 cheers and Jai Hind.